Hello and welcome to the Dragon Herald, Chapter 10, Herald. So this is the shrine of the first Herald. I wonder what sort of relic he left behind. Who is it that asks? Is someone there? This shrine should have been sealed. You, who are you? A member of the Faith? The Faith? Is that what they call it now? Young woman, pray introduce yourself. My name is Dracis, Scholar of Dragons. Dracis, a name from history. Are you a descendant of the first Herald, then? Herald, is it? So that is what I am known as nowadays? No, I am the only Dracis that I know of, a spirit of the past. My soul remains here to guard my final resting place, so that none may take advantage of it. Then you are the Herald himself. I could not even have dreamed to meet you. I take it my deeds are well known, then? Tell me, what is it that history says of me? I have not had company in many, many years. Your intercession to bring peace is well known to all. After you, many successors appeared within the Faith, all tasked by the dragons with maintaining stability. And you claim to be a successor of mine? I'm not certain. I was tasked to help maintain peace within the nations, but the country I served had ulterior motives. Now Orcia is once again at war. I see. So, what is your reason for coming here? I wish to claim the relic you left here in life. With it, I hope to gather support from the faithful to help bring the war to a conclusion, just as I did in life. However, you have seen for yourself the end results. I was able to create peace for a time, but my legacy was abused after my death. Such power is but a cloth, pressed over the festering wound of corruption. Even if a herald can see the future that lies ahead, they have no power over what lies after their death. Still, I would act to help the people of my time, as you yourself sought to. If my legacy has grown as you suggest, its power may be beyond your control. I sense that your heart is true, but the world will not yield to simple ideals. Show me strength which is enough to stay your course. Come, my successor, and prove to me your worth. I had no idea that so many faithful spirits remained. I may not be able to best this trial by myself. Where is all that conviction you were showing just now? Finally admitting that you're powerless in this world? Jozo, how have you come to this place? Did you forget? I, too, am a herald just like you. I had wondered if you would one day come here to seize this power for yourself. Have you come to oppose me again, then? I'm here to join your cause this time, Herald. What? I had believed you to remain a meek rabbit, seeking to hide from the conflicts of this world. However, that you're here now suggests otherwise. You seek to end the war, and that means taking the fight to Various. Do our goals not align? You're serious, then? I could not turn away any sincere help at this point, but there will be no razing of villages. The peace I aim for extends to all. I don't mind doing things your way, Herald. The people I want revenge on will end up fighting anyway. You know, we will be unable to avoid shedding their blood. For peace, of course. I do so await that day. So I did make some basic preps, but I'm gonna try to do some more thorough ones, and then I'll be right back. Even with the two of us, this trial hardly seems fair. I shall summon two of my strongest creations. Be warned, Herald. Though they will not attack us, I cannot order them easily. You'll have to match their movements to proceed. Their mindless nature does give us an advantage, though. Spirits closer to the back of the shrine may not stir if these summons move in before us, devoid of soul as they are. If one gets too far ahead, take it upon your horse if you must. Would it not be better for you to control them? A needless waste of magic. The power needed to do so could be used to create seals. Such is the level of energies acquired of me. Even so, what good is power if we are too dead to use it? Ah, fine, bark at me if you insist that I string my puppets. Let me see how much this new herald relies upon others. To be able to rely upon others is better than the alternative. I will wait and see as the battle unfolds then. Talk to Shozo with you to control the summons. If you seize the throne without needing to do so, you will gain an extra reward after seizing. Got Naglfar. And from here, I'm going to be playing silently, and I'll be adding post-commentary afterward. So Yeah. Hi, post-production Zetetic here. So basically the first turn here just involves killing the soldier in the top left and pulling the 4 soldiers towards you. And you kind of takes a risk here by standing in the pillar with a sword equipped and just waiting for the soldiers to attack her. They don't kill her, so it's just a way of kind of controlling the traffic, you know? You here just tries to take out this guy, but misses, so that's really cool. And you uses an elixir. These phantoms that Shozo summons are green whites with a sword slayer, a hand axe. One has a sword slayer and a hand axe, the other has a steel sword and a steel lance. And they help, in the beginning at least. And you can kind of see them going at it here. The whites help kill the fighter there, and they go after the next one pretty easily. We just put Shozo there to kind of help things along, and the fighter goes for you, which is good because you needs levels anyway, so now is a good time to do it. Shozo pulls the warrior in, and the green units take care of him, so that's good. I check the silence chances, which end up not mattering at all because I don't use the silence staff in this. And then the whites go after the healer, and the priest drops a men's staff, but obviously we don't get it because the green units killed him, so oh well. I check silence for some reason again, and I plug the hallway with you, who takes a hit from the knight pretty solidly, you know? As long as she doesn't reach 0 HP, she can take all the hits I need her to take. The summoner here, Shozo, kind of struggles with like taking damage from the paladin, so I'm just trying to find a way to avoid Shozo's immediate combat with the paladin, but I'm also prepping him because he is probably going to fight the paladin, at least in my opinion. At the time he does, but the whites kind of struggle with the cavaliers, let alone the paladin, so we basically need to help. And Shozo steps back and just hits that cavalier with some magic. You pulls over there and just tries to stay out of the paladin's range. Shozo uses Nosferatu to take on the paladin, and we find that Yu gets killed by the paladin if we let her fight him, so we just let Shozo finish him off. And the cavalier as well. So the AI changes once you go into the room with the warriors and the captains. And what happens is reinforcements come from the stairs, which is why you and Shozo are standing there, and the warriors start moving as soon as a blue unit moves into that area. So what I do is I stand the 2 characters on the stairs to prevent reinforcements, and I send the Bonewalkers in to attack one of the warriors. Luckily the Bonewalker does some damage, but obviously it dies. So I just put the Bonewalker on the pillar and let the Bonewalker pull a warrior, and now this is a series of dice rolls. I have to stick Shozo on a pillar, Bonewalker on a pillar, and I end up putting you on a pillar as well. The warriors go after you with a bow, which is not good, but it worked out in our favor regardless. And then I have Shozo go after the captains, because he is most likely to kill them. And Yu just continues to stand there. I don't know why I keep checking silence ranges, to be honest with you. The AI switches to axes to attack Yu because they can one-shot her, but they only have like a 5% chance to hit her, which is basically 0 in GBA to our win system. So we take advantage of that and let the warriors attack her, and she gets a decent amount of experience out of that, as well as weapon rank from, you know, hitting them repeatedly with swords. Shozo blasts this guy through the wall, killing the captain, and you can finish off the warrior there, which works out perfectly for the both of them. With all that done, we can actually advance here, and the Bonewalker goes forward. The generals don't move and the bishop doesn't move, so we end up ignoring the bishop and clearing our way to the boss. Bonewalker can't go into a safe position because the general has a bow, Vanguard, rather, in this hack. The Vanguard has a bow, a silver bow to be specific, so I just stick the Bonewalker there with a Nightblade and attack the boss. And since the boss is using an Aura Tome, which has 15 uses, my goal is essentially to run the boss out of Aura Tome uses. Why? That'll be revealed later as I check as I check the battle forecasts with the boss between Shozo and you. But basically, the boss has like a 60-ish% chance to hit them both and a roughly 20-ish% chance to crit them. And I didn't want to risk that because I have played this chapter at least 5 times, I think, probably more. And after a while, I got kind of tired of it, and I loaded up an RNG rigging script, and I beat it. I beat the chapter with the RNG rigging script, and I was like, I could just upload this to YouTube and call it a day, but I don't really feel like I beat it, so I did this, and what I did essentially, as you can see on the screen, is summoned phantoms repeatedly to attack Drasus and have Drasus use his Aura Tome on the Bonewalker in retaliation and slowly drain away Drasus's aura uses. Is this any more legitimate than RNG rigging? No, not really. This is basically boss abuse. I could have taken it a lot further than I did, but basically I just focused on deleting this guy's tome, and I can see now why Chapter 10 is considered such a huge stumbling block for a lot of people. The one saving grace is that in the beginning of the chapter you can have you talk to Shozo, and the green whites will turn blue, and you'll be able to control them. But you do get a reward by leaving them green, so I figured it was worth trying to just leave them green and see what I can do with that. And this is the end result. I don't see a more reliable way to beat this chapter, regardless of whether the whites are turned green or are turned blue or left green, because if they're turned blue, then they do trigger the reinforcements that appear, as well as the changes in AI for the enemy units. And now Drasus's tome has run out, so I start attacking with you. And this part is basically just another grind where I attempt to kill Drasus with you, just to get her more weapon rank and more experience. There's no other reason for it. It's standard boss abuse. But anyway, my main criticism of this chapter is that it is really heavily reliant on luck, and really heavily reliant on the whites going your way if you leave them green. And if you turn them blue, then you have to contend with the fact that they can trigger the reinforcements to appear. And that actually presents its own difficulty, which almost makes it not worth it to turn them blue. Because if they're green, they do okay. Like, as long as you know roughly how their AI works, they won't really disappoint you. Anyway, we're done killing this guy, and we're going to go back to recorded commentary, so see you later. Okay, so we're back, and we did Chapter 10 in 46 turns. I guess. That's neat. See, I told you that my summons would handle the task with ease. You put us through more trouble than it was worth, Shozo. Well, at least I did not waste my powers needlessly. Here, take these. I have no more need of their weaponry myself, and I've created this using the magic I saved. Got a Master Seal. Got a Hand Axe. Got a Sword Slayer. Got a Steel Lance. Got a Steel Sword. This lever here. This must be the path to the relic. You should continue on alone. I care not for such antiques. If something happens, please let the others know. I can at least grant you that much. Within here is the first Herald's authority. The legendary blade honed by Dragon's Breath. The Fire Emblem. Even without seeing it, I can feel its power radiating from within this chest. Am I truly ready to accept such a blade? I will do this for the people of this world. Let this blade cleave a path to kinder days. This tremendous energy. The Sun Seal which Shozo gave me is reacting. And Yu is now a prophet. Amazing, even Sala has taken in some of its power. I hope this will suffice to bring Various to its senses. The might of the First Heralds, what troubles did the world face, that the dragons granted us such a terrifying tool? Got a Fire Emblem. I'll just send back the Guiding Ring, I guess. And that was Chapter 10. Hopefully now you understand why I decided to do a post-commentary kind of episode for that one. Anywho, thank you for watching and have a good one.